Okay,
All right, we're on to the run.
all right, welcome to the meeting of the Appearance Commission for Homewood, July 17th, 2025. A roll call, please.
Member Banks. Member Shefke.
Here.
Member Preston. Member Quirk.
Here.
Member Gonzer.
Here.
Member Cluck.
Here.
And Chair Rymack.
Here.
All right, we have a quorum.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, next item on the agenda would be the approval of the minutes from the May 1st, 2025 meeting of our Appearance Commission. Does anybody have any changes? Any inclusions, deletions, anything else? Nobody. Neither do I. All right, then do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the May 1st, 2025 meeting for the Appearance Commission?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, passed. Very much.
Good job.
Thank you very much. The next item is public comments. Is there anybody up there online in Zoom? Doesn't look like it.
Take a look, I do not believe so, but let's verify to be sure. No one.
Nobody.
Oh,
All right, any of you gentlemen have anything you want to talk about that's not on the agenda tonight? Nothing. All right, then we'll move on to regular business. Public meeting for case 2528, exterior improvements of Target at 17605 Halsted Street. Noah.
All right, so this item, I'll stand, come up. So this item is a application for renovations to the exterior of the Target store at 17605 Halsted. The applicant has expressed an interest in bringing that forward on August 7th instead of this meeting and has requested a continuance of that item.
All right, we can do that. Do we have to vote on that or just it's a continuance?
We'll just continue it.
Okay, that was easy. All right, then we'll move on to case 2524, exterior improvements of Dunkin' Donuts at 2353 West 183rd Street.
Right, so this is actually the same applicant is present for both items for the Dunkin' Donuts at 183rd Street and the Dunkin' Donuts for Halsted. So I will provide just a brief presentation of both of them at once. And then the applicant will speak on kind of his approach to these improvements and what he's looking to do. So I'll just jump brief. Oh yeah, let's do that. Great. So these are just some proposed renovations to the exterior of the Dunkin' Donuts on Halsted Street as well as on 183rd Street. The one on 183rd is located near the Waltz Food Center. The one on Halsted Street is located near the existing Target store there. Oh, we have font issues. That's too bad. I know. So ignore the poor formatting here just because of the font, but renovations are proposed at the two Dunkin' Donuts locations. These are part of a corporate rebranding. They are of a similar color material palette between one another. They're doing very similar things using the same colors, same materials between the two. The applicant has expressed concerns about the implementation of these improvements. They're just because of the cost, the overall design of these improvements. The applicant has concerns about what's being proposed by the corporate rebrand proposal. So it's being brought to the Appearance Commission to consider these renovations. Staff can't just outright say no. It has to be a recommendation on the Appearance Commission what they should or shouldn't do.
I don't understand.
No, I
have no idea what that.
doesn't
What
make
does
sense.
corporate decision? Or what does the? I understand that there's resistance for the, I understand there's resistance to the corporate instructions, but how does that affect our decision tonight?
Right, how do we have an impact on that if it's coming from corporate?
No, so corporate was the one who initiated the or I guess the Dunkin' Donuts corporate initiated the redesign, has asked the applicant and the franchisees who run these different Dunkins, who own these different Dunkins locations, you
Whoa,
need
whoa,
to do X,
Can you-
Y, and
Do
Z.
you, who owns the building?
Sure,
Who owns the building?
Yeah, I don't know.
right here. Um, the, basically, we're in the situation where we're in, the Dunkin' corporate has requested, renovations and improvements to the building. There's concern on the applicant about the cost, the overall design of these, improvements, but they're still being brought forward. The village is in a position on whether they want to say yes or no to these improvements. It's a unique situation because this is not the applicant bringing forward XYZ. I want to do this. This is more, there's a corporate rebranding that's being instituted across brands, but the village municipalities can have some sway on what gets implemented or what doesn't, but that has to go before a commission like yours to make that decision.
And
Go
you
ahead.
don't want to do what they are asking. you to do.
Sure.
Explain you.
I'll invite the applicant.
I'm sorry.
to just
Yeah.
to maybe
Good idea.
describe the situation. a
If you
little
could
bit.
describe that situation.
First of all, tell us your name.
Yeah, what is your name, please?
So I own the building, I own the business. But the corporate wants, put too many signs, maybe the lit out, the lighting and all kind of stuff, which is affect the traffic, and some villages, a lot of, they have an ordinance that much signs allowed, right? They want, because then the, and we have to buy the signage from the corporate, and they make money on it, too big time, so which sign is visible or which signage is allowed by the city, because according to new purpose, they want the whole building new signage. The Dunkin' Donut basketball and Dunkin' Donut basketball. When we built it in 2005, we allowed them, from the city, this much signage allowed. Now they come up every 10 years, they wanna change the whole color, they wanna change the new signage, they wanna change the name, now not anymore Dunkin' Donut, it's only Dunkin'. So they changed the name, so now we have to put the new sign. So when you see that, which I request, need your help, you guys, facing the golf course, right? The building facing this way. That
The one on 183rd Street.
Yeah. So that signage is not, worth it to have. I have a different signage, but they want there too, and that sign costs about $40,000.
So
So,
they're asking about additional signage.
so basically, I just need your help. According to whatever that the only sign I don't know, there's no use for that sign, I rather spend, on that money on the landscaping, on fence or different things too, what's more physical.
I'm sorry, can you tell us which sign you were mentioning just there, which,
The faces is.
which side
The one that
facing,
faces the street, the golf course.
All right, here.
one that faces the golf?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or
Yes.
He doesn't think it's worth updating.
You can tell corporate.
Okay.
This-
It's now something.
So right here,
Yes.
so new proposal from Dunkin' side comes in. They're gonna have a sign here and a sign there. I'm talking about this sign,
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
so nobody see that.
How is corporate going to be with you if you choose to not do what they're asking you to do?
I have to, because I use their name.
You're using their name, but if you're not going, if you choose not to do what they are,
They forcefully deliver.
well, if we tell, okay, let me rephrase the
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
the way I'm understanding. Are you saying to us that if we don't approve the sign because it doesn't meet our requirements, you'll go back to Duncan and say, I cannot do this because the village won't let me to?
City don't allow that.
Okay, and then Duncan will say to you,
That is fine.
okay, that's what I thought.
And is Dunkin' corporate asking you for this village
Yes.
to say no?
Yeah. Because a lot of city don't allow that, because they want.
He's not asking corporate to tell us to say no, he's asking us to tell,
Yeah.
hopefully no, to say, yeah, understandable.
This decision, if they say had a letter from this decision that's made by the appearance commission, that would serve as a municipality saying.
That's,
This isn't allowed at a local level.
got it, thank you.
And this
Well-
is the body that makes the judgments on these appearance reviews.
this is way out of the realm of anything we've had come across before.
Yeah. It's not,
Because the 2005, we done that, they want similar, and I got a letter from you guys. Then they said, okay, because they have, in the parking lot, they have a directional sign, see you soon, and, next day, the car hit, damaged something. And so, when we got the letter, we said, okay, that's fine, we don't need that, I just did in Chicago Heights, not even a month ago. And its sign is broken.
that's karma.
Okay, so,
So we still have to make a decision.
well, Noah, do you have more that you can
Sure.
continue telling us before?
Sure.
And sir, what is your name?
Mike,
Mike?
Mike.
Mike,
Last name was saying that.
Mike Hussein?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I guess we'll get back to you in a moment, and if Noah, you could finish the presentation on that, we appreciate it. Thank you, Mike.
Sure, I was just going to quickly just present what the full contents of the proposal here. And again, then the applicant can speak to the individual improvements that are being proposed here. So there's a whole corporate kind of rebranding of the exterior of the building that's proposed with this. There's a change in materials, in color, and then he mentioned the signage as well. So I'll just touch on each of those three areas. So the first is there are some material changes, not a ton of material changes. But there is the addition of these fiber cement panels in what's called a Duncan honey glaze color. I've included an image of that color with the accent colors that would be embedded within it on the slide here. And then on the elevations in red, I've put boxes that indicate the locations of where those fiber cement panels would be. Then there would be a change in the color palette of the building. So currently, if you look at both locations, they both have a similar color palette. One is I guess they're both tan in different shades of tan and brown, and then have orange accents. This would shift that palette towards a cooler tone that would have kind of grays, white, and then some of those accent colors, and then of course the fiber cement accents that I put back in the corner there as well. That kind of shows you how these buildings will change in appearance. And then also some of these new drive-through facility signs is a clearance bar with some signage on top of it. And then just a menu sign and some other kind of drive-through infrastructure there as well, just some small aluminum structures. And then on 183rd Street, very similar, looking at that building, you'll see the side facing 183rd Street and then the side facing east. So facing the Flosswood condominiums on the screen here where those fiber cement panels would be located. And then there would be another one on the other side facing Waltz as well. Same color palette, just included that here for 183rd Street. That location, very similar improvements, just small structures with small signs embedded on them in the drive-through. And so that's just a brief introduction. Only other thing I will note then is just the signage that he was mentioning before. I'll point that out, especially on the 183rd Street location. You can see the signs there being replaced on the elevation on your screen. That shows the Dunkin' and the Baskin Robbins logos there. And then more signage on the elevation facing Walt's Food Store. And then likewise on the Halsted Street location, you can see the signage. I know it's a little difficult to see on these elevations, but there will be one large Dunkin' sign on the front, another large Dunkin' sign on the side, which would be significantly larger than the current signage. And then you would have some smaller accent signs on the two fiber cement panels and then kind of distributed around the building.
You don't have a color elevation, do you?
I don't have a color version of that now.
Are these signs within the square footage of allowable?
They do meet the sign, they do meet the sign code, however, just be given the large change in this overall, the size of the signs, the color and material change, the building permits that would be required with that, we brought it forward for appearance review. And then we're working with the applicant's request as well to evaluate these changes and potentially choose a different path for than what's being proposed by the corporate rebranding.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so before, if I could, before we go to commissioner questions and comments, Is there anything that you have to present to us? No.
No, staff did provide a recommendation here. All that was provided for you in the packets, which, was a note saying that if you do want any of these improvements to still be included, they should be identified in a motion and explicitly state which improvements you would like to see included, and implemented, and which ones you would like to see excluded, and I've included some sample language on how to write that motion in the packet, but staff has not provided a formal recommendation. Leaving it rather, again, to applicant discussion and kind of evaluating this unique situation with the
Right.
applicant.
Okay, so Mike, I think we're gonna have some questions for you as
I'll
well.
swap out
If you
the-
can come up over here by the mic.
And then I'll take
Um,
one second. Right.
And before we ask for any clarification from you, is there anything else you'd like to discuss with us or let us know about or talk about regarding these changes?
I mean, the question I can say, the signage, the size wise is similar, because before with the Dunkin' Donut, now is a one sign, which looks bigger with the sign. The Halsted we have fine. But so I just need a help, fit unnecessary, spending, on that signage. Because the branch, they're sitting in the office, they don't know what the location, right, what the signage looks like. Which is visible for the building, and if it's too many signs, it's not good for the business either. But the corporate, I have to buy it from them.
Okay,
So when he mentioned it, it's a similar color, they changes, now I have to do that every 5 years or 10 years, I have to spend, they want us to spend $1 million to remodel.
understood.
So
Okay.
tomorrow donut, I'm gonna sell it for $10 each, so. Yes.
You won't get much business that way, yeah.
So,
Okay,
so sometimes, a lot of, we don't have a control to change them, that's the reason I come and request you guys, we the family, we want to stay in the business too.
okay, so why don't we go to the commissioners and see what they would like clarified, any questions that they have right now? And I think since you own both stores,
Yeah.
correct? And since we've already begun discussing both stores, why don't we also then talk about, and if you have any questions or clarification on each store individually, we can ask them that at the same time. That's okay. So Commissioner Shefke, why don't we start?
No, can you clarify, did you say on both stores, the proposal by corporate meets our square footage of signs? If we purely determine the square footage and placement of the signs, it is within our code, correct?
Correct. The signage proposals as provided here meet the sign code requirements just by raw square footage and placement.
Is it, hold on, does that mean what corporate wants or what
What corporate wants, that's what he just said.
corporate wants?
Okay, anything else?
So that is all I have at the moment, thank you.
At the moment, yeah, because we may need to come back.
Just
Commissioner Court.
Can you, I think I misheard something about the 183rd Street store and on the east elevation. I'm looking at the picture right here. It looks like there's nothing there. Is that correct?
Which.
There's no signage?
They have only, right now, have only two, the sign you see it. And in the front door, there's only two signs there right now.
Okay, so,
And they're adding another sign, adding 3 signs now.
okay, so. Just clarification for me, I've been looking at other Dunkin' stores. And their signs, one on is that Bulmer or Joe? It's like west of Halsted. I mean, that's about as simple a sign as you can get. It just says, it's like a plain wall and it says Dunkin'.
So the city helped them out too. So every franchisee, so they go and back the city. Because we cannot find minutes, grant.
So that's a different owner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Okay, and the other clarification I have is. On the 183rd, as I'm looking at that, what corporate wants you to do is have that sign that's, wow. That sign that's on the west elevation and just kind of flat up against the wall.
Right.
You got the north elevation that's flat up against the wall. But then you've also got another one on the north elevation that is perpendicular to the wall. Is that, so the one that you're having a problem with is the one that's on flat against the wall in the north elevation?
Yeah, the north end, and the facing the golf course.
And so you still want the one that is perpendicular to,
Right.
okay. Good.
Okay, Commissioner Gonser.
I know we're talking about the big signs right now, but you mentioned the drive-through and that you have to put other signs in the drive-through, but you've had issues with those before?
Which location you talking?
Any of them? Didn't you say that with the number of signs that people hit them?
I mean, those are on the floor, you know,
Okay.
that's called direction sign, you know, people know where the drive-through is, right? But they want to put the sign, drive-through, this is the time. So I don't have any of those locations, because as soon as they do that, we take it out. So I already told them, you know, it's not, so we didn't propose any sign on that.
Okay, so it's not a part of this,
Yes.
okay. Right now that was my only clarification.
They propose that high bar, you know, high clearance. I cannot argue with them, well, it doesn't cost that much, I know it's gonna break within a month. Because even though you put 10 feet high, you have truck comes in and everything.
Yeah, just like the viaducts.
Good. Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
All right, Commissioner Flock. Thank you.
Let me ask you this, Mike, what about the other changes, aside from the signs? I mean, yeah, it's.
Other changes, you know, to be honest with you. A lot of things which I cannot argue with them, but I have to get it done. The major is in hostel, because they want to do it inside and outside, you know, 183, they agree on that only the outside. But that's a part of my agreement, I have to get it done, you know, so they want. I just want to give you the information. The tiles, I have to buy from them, each and everything I have to buy from them. And you know, ceramic tile, you can buy it for 88 cents per square foot. But I have to buy this tile from Dunkin', which is cost $12 square foot. Yeah, so you figure out, you know, how much it costs. So I've already filed it, but for the signage, you know, didn't need it done, so I need your help on that too. So only two, not too many signs, you know, I'm trying to, you know, not to. Just the only 183, which is, you know, we have to take it out, if you help me out. And Halsted is only two places, you know, this one, the last, is a cup sign and, you know, by the wall. That the only that calls, the north side, you know, on their building.
Right.
The rest of is fine, which is what.
Okay, that's all I had a question about. I mean, I understand how
Yeah,
it works with corporate. I
Yeah.
did 2 Jimmy Johns for a franchisee, not myself, but I was a general
yeah,
contractor.
but Jimmy John's is part of the Dunkin' too now, you know.
Yeah, and it's the same thing, you
Yeah.
gotta buy their
But
toilets.
Jimmy John is, so
everything.
Jimmy John is not that popular. But Dunkin' is a more popular that try to so basically Inspired Brand owns Buffalo Wings, Jimmy John's, Dunkin', Sonic. But all pressure on Dunkin' because Inspired Brand run by Dunkin' right now. Like if Dunkin' loud, Inspired Brand will bankrupt. So,
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Commissioner Flock. So let me see if I get this. Your concern is not about the new colors, it's not about the new scheme, your concern is about the sign.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to be able to have to spend the money to put up their new signage.
sure.
That's on the 183rd Street project. And also new signage on Halsted or
Halsted have only two signs or you can So this side, you know, the last, yeah, this wall and the cup sign.
And you don't want to do that either?
Yeah.
You just want to basically leave everything as
Yeah.
is signage wise?
Yeah.
But you do want to do the new color, you will do the new
Yeah.
colors? All right, I think that clarifies it then for me. So what you're asking us to do is to say no
That's it.
to both.
If the city don't allow it, then they're gonna be done.
Well, if we say no and we don't allow the changes, then you'll have to come back to us again, correct? With-
No, if you
after
say
corporate
the
says-
signage ordinance, if there's too many signs, that the city allowed that many signs, that's it, last time we did that.
Think so.
So you
No,
want
it's
us to
language
say
you want to
no to
use.
the sign, new signage, but yes to everything else?
So he would not have to come back to the attorney.
I don't have to.
We would just send a letter saying,
See the color,
What's the
color, I agree the color because unify, you know, because every Dunkin' gonna be the same color combination, right? So that's,
Okay, so I'm working on wording.
Before we go to that, can we,
Yes.
okay, so
It's not, this is.
I look at it this way, we don't know who corporate is, we know who you are. We are responsive to build businesses and buildings in Homewood. Not somebody who's in Minnesota. So we have to present, we have to make decisions, this is my opinion, I'm not an attorney. We have to make decisions based on what you are proposing to us. Not what you're proposing that corporate is telling you to propose. Unless those are the same thing. So you have to be proposing to us something that we will then make a decision. But I don't see that. I see kind of a mishmash, for lack of a better term.
over here, I'm in the middle. Oh,
No,
you
you're
know,
putting
I'm-
us in the middle.
No, I'm just saying it, I'm counting myself as a mouse and two cats are there, right? So,
Hold on, are we cats?
no, I'm not talking about you, but the signage guys and the corporate, you know, that's the ditching me, have to get it done. So you guys have mercy for me to help me to get it done. I just did in Chicago Heights. The way you said, you know, the Joe Road have a simpler sign. If you go to my Chicago Heights location, I have only one sign. There's Dunkin' Donut in the front, that's it. You know, because they want 20 signs on that too, that building. And city, we don't allow that many signs, but then Dunkin' don't say a word because they have to go follow by the each city for that too. So then the issue about that, this not they want this sign, they don't want this one, they want this inside, they want so here's the budget, how this system works. You know, the
Okay, so
corporate-
I gotta stop you right there and say,
Okay.
for my purposes, budget, all that other stuff is pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying we have to be responsive, we have to consider what you're proposing to us.
maybe.
Please.
Using us or not changing
Tell
something.
us
That's
how many signs are there now and versus how many they want us to put.
Okay, so right now.
So that would be one way to like, for us to say.
So right now, 183rd has three signs,
Three signs now.
and now they're proposing five.
What?
Okay.
Where's the
What
other
about
two?
Alta?
Allstate have one,
I just asked that.
two, three. No, two signs, now they're proposing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's the difference, I guess. Say.
Okay, I'm, in addition to everything else, now very confused. Where are the, I know where the three signs are, right? One's on the east. I'm sorry, one's on the west, and then two on the north, right? Where are the additional two? For the 183rd Street store?
Right.
I thought there were
So I
no
think one's
signs.
there.
Yeah, there are.
I don't see.
Oh no, the red is.
He's saying add two signs.
He's for 102, and he says that he's changing this. Angela, Noah, are
I thought you told us, and forgive me for bringing this up again, I thought you said that there was no violation as the corporate proposes for the signs,
True,
Right.
that we can reject this for.
well, so, that was.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, it's okay.
That's where I have a problem right now.
So.
I don't understand it.
Our code doesn't say no, so as of right, if staff wanted to, we could sign off on it, but we also have the option to take things to the appearance commission when any sign ever. Even if it complies with code.
Right,
With the
right,
appearance
right.
commission to review the way it looks, and
Okay.
so
But we don't have a basis to reject it, do we, as appearance commission?
you
You
do.
do.
We can
What
just
is
say
the
we don't.
basis?
That is our appearance plan. It was written in 1999. It is a set of design standards that we have. An excerpt of it is included in the memo. Additionally, those are the primary standards by which those decisions have to be made. But again, some of those are very broad. There are things like signages say contextual to a site, things like that. And so you can make decisions that are more restrictive than the code if it's felt that it doesn't meet the overall design standards or is suitable for that site.
Okay, then I misunderstood. Okay, where, could you help me find on this commit, on the
Sure, yep.
what you said to me?
Um,
Building design,
Right here,
is that what it
page
is?
29.
Yes, building design,
so under, and I'm just pulling up the agenda here.
The text that's in italics.
Is it on page 29?
it reads, architectural style contemporary traditional should not be restricted. Evaluation by the appearance committee should, of building design supporting elements should be based on da.
Yes,
That's what you're saying?
yes,
Signs shall be part of the architectural concept. All signage shall conform to the sign regulations of the Michigan Code of Home, sorry, I'm slurry. Okay, and I don't see what you're telling me, forgive me,
well, so
where's the basis?
the appearance
You
plan
say no to this.
requires that.
Yes to the chicken, please.
I can just read the signage requirements as well here.
Yeah,
So, yeah, so you have to forgive us that our appearance plan, we're working on updating it. It's rather arcane and it's sometimes hard to pin these things down. I've included an excerpt of the building design, which would be a reply to the whole architectural concept you're seeing that he's proposing. There's that note on signage, but there's also a section in the appearance plan that's related to signs. And I can just read those very briefly.
Please.
1, wall, ground, and identification signs shall be part of the architectural concept. Size, color, lettering, locations, and arrangement shall be harmonious with the building design and shall be compatible with signs on adjoining buildings. 2, materials used in signs shall be of sound architectural character, be durable, and be harmonious with the building design and surrounding landscape. Materials that tend to become illegible shall be avoided. 3, every sign shall be scaled and designed so as to conform with relationship to buildings and surroundings. 4, colors shall be used harmoniously and with restraint. Lighting shall be harmonious with the design. If external spot or floor lighting is used, it shall be arranged so that the light source is shielded from view. 5, the provisions of the Homewood Municipal Code as it relates to signs shall be part of the criteria of this subsection. So that paired with the notes that you have in your memo would be everything related to signage. I apologize for the omission on the section on signage. There was, we included the part on building design with more of a thought to the commission will also be looking at the design concept as a whole.
So where, on what basis would we turn down the additional signage on this product, on this building?
That would have to be related to one of those 5 standards that
Okay,
I just.
I don't, what you just read to me, I don't see it, Noah.
Get out.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay, that's not it.
I can't really say anything to that because I'm not the decision maker and I can't sway your decision on this as a member of staff. And so that's ultimately in your purview. You can say the signage as proposed doesn't violate any of these standards. And we agree with it. We think it works with the site and we'll move it forward.
So the proposal, let's just right now look at 183rd Street. The proposal as written here on page 27, 28, and 29 is including what corporate wants. Correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Because if this was, I think if this did not include the proposed corporate changes, and this only stated the changes that Mr. Hussein wanted, I think that would be easier for us to digest. Or at least for me, I'll speak for me, and understand. Because then it wouldn't be including all the corporate stuff, and we're like, yeah, okay, sure. But now what we're facing is if we say no, we vote no to the proposal, that's it, right? Then what do you do if we say no?
If I get if you say no, then I can tell, city don't allow it, then they're done, then I don't have to do it.
But
Are you proposing no changes?
No, I'm not, I'm just saying, I want you guys to view the front sign and that sign, right? That's about nothing
So
else.
I think what you were alluding to earlier, Angela, was, or
Mhm.
maybe it was, is we could say no to these parts and yes to these parts. Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
So we could
so we would
say-
have to write that into the wording here,
Yeah.
exactly specifically what yes and no is.
That's what they're saying.
So we would say yet no to. So would we have to take new votes or two
So
votes?
one way you could phrase the language is right now you could say approved cases 25, 24, and 25, 25 as proposed on the drawing submitted by Moran Hussein, prepared by so and so, including the following improvements. You could change that to say, just we approve this subject to the following conditions. One of the conditions, if you agree with it, would be to say, remove the signage that he's asking to be removed from each of these two locations. And then you would approve the rest of the packet, the case as proposed.
Would that be two separate votes?
You would have to, well, they're separate,
Well,
I think they're separate.
Well, we'd have to vote on each one
On one hundred
individually.
83rd and on Halsted, but each one would have the same language, just requesting that these signs at these locations be removed.
Yeah.
So we could vote on just upgrading the signs that are there and not adding
Mike, can I ask
additional signs?
one suggestion?
Well, he
Have
does
you
want some
thought
signage,
about
though.
going back
He
to
does want to issue.
corporate and say, listen, the ones on the sign on the east,
Specific.
no one can even see that,
I talk to them.
and they don't care. Because then basically the west one too, you're halfway, by the time you only get to the middle of a grocery store, then you can barely see that sign that's on the west side of the building.
See, you're done with the Jimmy Jobs, right? How the corporate world works.
Right.
So in 183, when you're driving, first of all, when you're coming from going this way, so walls, have all the trees, right?
Right.
They don't even see my location. Then a lot of
Right,
people pass. And I have a flag sign, and,
Right.
The last minute I put it, right?
Hold on,
Yes.
by flat sign, you mean the one that's.
I mean, one of the
perpendicular?
signs is
It's on-
existing, right? People can see it from, when you're driving, right? So,
Okay, I'm still gonna have to ask again. Do you mean the one that's perpendicular to the wall or the one that's flat against the north wall?
it's a north wall, basically.
That's-
Right, it's stick out, right?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So I told them, I need to keep that sign, which I'm gonna keep it, is that all that? Oh, no, we don't need that. Because they're sitting in the Boston, sitting in the chair, they don't know, they Google it, the location, but they don't drive by. So, and all those other signs they're proposing, when people driving, they don't see it.
So I'll just say, we have turned down many, many, many proposals where there's two signs on the same face of the building,
Yes.
and that's what you've got. And if this were up to me, I would say you don't need the one that's flat up against the building. Because you're right that you don't see that at all.
Yeah.
And the purpose of a sign is to be seen, right? So-
Chef key is. Chef key, the chef has these.
Can we table this and bring this up at another date?
Bring it to the next meeting.
Yes.
I'm forced to say, why? Really, I'm not disagreeing with
To
you.
reconsider and get the additional documentation from the sign, whatever, what did you reference? You referenced a document that you read to us.
The appearance plan,
Thank you.
Maybe if you could provide for all of us what you want it to look like, and then that it will be easier to vote on.
I think that'd be much
That'd be
easier.
helpful too, yes.
And the next meeting is coming up in what, 2 weeks?
so we,
So it wouldn't be a long delay.
Is that acceptable to you, sir?
If I get it, because the timeline, because,
Corporate.
I will be, the different, the menu and all the stuff is ready, we already got the signage permit, right? Permit is already there. We're gonna install the menu board and everything, rest of thing, and I just found out in the 183, we're just painting outside, so we don't need a permit for that.
This doesn't.
Well, we're gonna start working on that too in Halsted, really,
Staff can.
Let's see. Noah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Noah, you had something?
yeah.
can I try to clarify this one more time,
Of
maybe
course,
just to
please.
lay this out in a little bit? So how this was presented was it was an appearance review as we generally bring them forward. Those appearance reviews, we bring all the proposed improvements forward for approval. And it's been a request of the Appearance Commission in the past
Right.
to bring more of these forward whenever possible, especially when it's a large exterior overhaul. I don't think the materials were clear enough about the request, and I apologize personally for that. That the applicant is requesting to remove signage from that proposal and then approve the rest of it, kind of as you would normally approve an appearance review. And again, what the decision ultimately becomes is kind of twofold for each of these locations. One, do you agree with the concept of the design as a whole, as an appearance review? And then two, do you agree with the applicant's request to remove signage on the basis of the appearance plan or the suitability of the design for those sites? Those are the two decisions that exist for each of these buildings.
Understood.
I would say yes, I'm fine with both. However, I don't see it. I don't see enough information.
Okay,
I'm not seeing enough information about what the final product would look like, about exactly specifically what it is needs to be removed. And I think since our next meeting is in 2 weeks, I think it can be pushed 2 weeks.
okay, it will
That's
be.
my opinion.
Okay.
That's not whatever you guys think, but and then I would need to see more clarification or specificity. That's my opinion.
Like a color a little
A
bit.
color elevate, what is it gonna look like? As opposed to what do you want removed? That's me. How does anybody else feel? it doesn't have to be
Like,
what I'm-
would you be able to even prepare that? Your architects are working with producing the corporate design. Would you be able to produce elevations that show like what you've proposed here, but with the signage removed?
Right,
Would you be able to provide that from an architect?
the color scheme or, no,
The just the same elevation as proposed without the signage
Oh,
that
without
you're,
the
the
signage.
specific signs you want removed.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
But you'd also have to put the signs that.
I have to
would
put
be
on,
there.
right.
It's take about 7 weeks, no. 16 weeks to fit the sign,
To what, 16 weeks of what,
those signage to go,
oh, to, once you order it?
yeah. So I already ordered everything except those signs.
But you don't want these signs, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need to order them? If we said no?
Yeah, because this is from the, only the very,
Why you
which is
just
the back too.
Right.
The rest of this fine, there's a lot of them.
I don't
So
want
that's
ten
none of
seconds.
this, so if you don't want to.
Get rid of one.
Well, that's the
If they
thing.
don't need a-
Yeah.
On this
You
side,
can't.
there's not signs already, right?
Doesn't need to be on that side.
So I would agree that there doesn't have to be.
Do we,
signs on
okay,
it.
Mike, I think the issue that we're having, if I could bring this back and try to pull everything together. Mike, I think the problem that the commission is having is that we don't know exactly which signs you're even asking to have removed because we have no drawings that show those signs. So what I'm gonna do, I have all the elevations on these screens. I need to walk through them, and at least for the good of the order, I need you to just clarify for us.
Okay.
exactly which signs you would like to have, you are requesting to have removed. Cause I didn't even have that when I was reviewing that as staff materials, so.
So this is gonna start with 183rd Street or Halsted? Let's start with 183rd Street, can we?
Okay. We have the front elevation, so north, and we have
Will you
the,
hold on for 1 second?
Yeah, we need to get pages open, so I need to be able to put notes on it. Or draw on it or something. Okay, go ahead. I need to be able to.
that's okay.
37.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, go
Go ahead.
ahead. We're ready.
This is
All right.
page 31.
37. I'm looking at the drawing on 37,
Oh, okay.
but I get it.
Go ahead.
Okay, from these elevations here on the north and you're looking to have which signs removed on this screen?
So there's the Dunkin', with the Dunkin' basket now.
So we,
So you want
Yeah,
that,
we don't need it.
So these
Yeah.
two signs you would like removed?
Yeah.
Okay, the two signs on the north elevation removed.
Hold on, that's Duncan is one sign and Baskin is the other sign?
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, on these the other two elevations, which signs would you like removed?
That's fine.
What size what elevations you're referring to, please?
which elevation?
We're looking at at west and south.
So you want those two signs on the west?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because it's not in the picture,
It's in here.
but it's on the drawing, right? Okay. So, okay, go up, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, and that's the four elevations
it.
for 183rd.
So basically, you just don't want the Duncan and the Baskin on the north side. That's
On the
it.
north elevation. Yep.
Okay, so let's take
Then
this vote
right here.
one. Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
These right here.
The next one, sorry, there was.
Yeah.
Was that the west view?
Yep. Yep.
Would that Baskin Robbins stay?
Yeah,
And the Duncan,
So he's got to identify Baskin somewhere, right?
right?
Right, I just wanted to
Yeah,
clarify.
Okay, so, does any other commissioner have a question on just 183rd Street?
So I have one quick one. So in this picture here that's on page 37, you've got the Duncan and Baskin signs stacked above the front door. And on that one, it looks like they're two signs removed from one another.
yeah,
So those are two brand new signs, bigger than the ones that you've got.
yeah, it's because the Dunkin' basket just looks small.
So just clear,
Yeah,
just
now
try to
separate.
clarify, yeah. And with those, okay, so. With those two signs. What happened to my picture? Thank you. With those two signs, the one on the lower west elevation. We're still within the allowed square footage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And one more question. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead, you were explaining.
Okay, so let's do this one case at a time. So now we have the 183rd Street Duncan clarified.
What does he want to remove?
What Mr. Hussein wants removed is the Duncan and the Baskin on the north side. That's what he wants removed. Everything else the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I need to work on is how to word this,
Why would we want to remove it though?
because that's what he would like to do.
That's not what I asked you.
Just approve it.
Well, I'll
Okay, fair enough.
give you an answer, my answer to
Please.
that.
I think Jim is asking
Right.
what.
My answer to that
appearance
question
standards
is,
does this
We don't allow
act
two
relate
signs on
to?
the same face of a building.
But they are
Right.
two separate
We do.
entities,
No,
Duncan and
Say
Baskin.
two signs, one sign, two signs.
Oh, you're talking about the one that's
Yeah.
sticking in.
But we just accept, they propose that one down on
Shingle.
What was that one building down, we had a hard time with down by
What
the.
is the name of that type of?
the rate-
Projecting sign, it's being removed. It is, the applicant has requested that it be
No,
removed.
I'm thinking of that face.
Yeah, that, we had several signs on.
Right, projecting sign.
Projecting sign.
So that doesn't.
There would be no signs on them.
Stand if we.
Well, except that every other building.
Oh, that's
Does
the
follow
flag
that.
sign, right?
Flag sign will say.
It's not.
Okay.
You know, I.
Okay, it wasn't included in the submittal. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm having a hell of a time saying no. Saying we can't do, they can't do it. Sorry. I don't see the reason.
That's the sign being by the.
I mean, just.
Okay, I apologize. It was missing from all of the materials and in the sign calculations and the drawings. So it's not in there at all.
I'm trying to create,
Yeah, I know, so is that.
Yeah.
It's right there.
which, yeah, I see your point very well.
That's the.
Years.
And these are sconce lights.
Jared,
Already
it's
there.
public.
There.
Public meeting, Jared.
I have several times.
Okay.
So just.
Well, it sounds like we have a vote to do here, and I think I have to work on the wording.
Want to take a break?
It's true. Let's take, because I need a quick break. Let's take a quick 5-minute recess. Taking a 5-minute recess. Start the timer. It might be 4 minutes.
Do you own the property on Harlem in Orland?
Which one?
On Harlem, on the east side of the street?
In Harlem.
In Orland Park or Tinley Park?
No,
No.
a friend of mine, because
Yeah.
we're a chain, so.
Right.
So basically, I own the 2 Homewood myself.
Mhm.
And Joe Road, you're talking about, I have some percentage on that too. So basically 30-40 Dunkins, we own that together. And,
Yeah, because he did, about 3 years ago, he did a remodel in the
Yeah.
interior.
Yeah, they're forcing us to do it
Yeah,
every 5 years and 10 years.
I worked with him on his real estate tax appeal.
Okay.
That was horrible. Like in the village, city. So.
I used to own South Harlem, I'm telling you about the real estate tax. South Harlem and
Dalton,
no, right by 163rd and River Oaks. I mean,
okay, yeah,
by opposite the bank,
yeah.
small property. My real estate tax was $120,000.
A lot of donuts and stuff.
Yeah,
You guys used to cook the donuts in the store on 183rd, didn't you?
yeah.
Cause I had hunting dogs then, and I'd come out in the backyard and their noses would be pointing towards the stove and I'd be. Take me there, please.
That's the reason.
So I go in the backyard.
Yeah, so that was the reason building size is so big, but the store size is very small.
Mhm.
So we don't bake anymore.
Yeah.
The donut. So we built it, we issue about the labor, bakers issue about that too. So I shut down the baking, we built it about in Bedford Park,
Mhm.
we bought the bigger warehouse, but 150,000
Or
square.
your group does it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we about 40 friends get together. We spent almost 58 million to build the whole kitchen. So now that kitchen about 600 stores in big hotel, almost 600 to 700.
A lot of automation?
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
Keep running. Ryan.
Okay. Bring it back to, meeting back to order.
Okay.
And we have an option. We can table this for 2 weeks, or we can vote on it with the proposed changes. And those proposed changes would be approving the exterior improvements. I'm not officially reading this, since et cetera, excluding the north signs that say Baskin and that say Duncan. Does that sound like it would be properly worded?
Would you repeat what you said?
Accept, approving the case with the exterior improvements as proposed, with the exception or excluding the signage, the proposed signage that says Baskin and that says Duncan on the north side of the building.
I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Well, if you
It's
could,
very well.
Because there's 5 signs, right, in the proposal?
The one sign would remain, which is the.
So we would
projected
only be
sign.
approving 1 sign out of 5.
On the west
Or
side.
does
of
the
it.
best?
No.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 would be acceptable.
Well, isn't that protruding sign not in the proposal?
Well,
It's,
that's already-
he is making a change on the record here that he would like to keep it. It was not included in the original materials in any final documents that will need to be included in the final drawings.
Do I need to say that?
We're gonna approve is that Duncan sign, that Baskin Robbins sign, and the protruding sign.
Yes.
That's the request,
So I need to state that, or do I need to
Yes.
just state what's excluded?
just what's excluded.
That's what I thought.
I'd like to make a motion that we table this case,
We have to vote on
these
that?
2 cases,
You have to vote on tabling.
Okay, there's a motion to table the case. Do I have? a
both cases.
Both cases. Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Discussion.
Discussion, okay, discussion.
Yes,
Thank you.
All right.
Commissioner Cluck, you want to talk about it, say anything?
No, I, no.
Okay, Commissioner Ganzer?
I- If we're tabling it, what, we'll have further information in 2 weeks, or we're gonna table it and be in the exact same position we're in tonight?
And if we table it, then we will bring back to you the plan that includes, even if we just have to cross it out, that includes all the signs that'll.
Mhm.
And we asked for we asked for elevations to color elevation showing what's a little bit better to, it wasn't my turn to talk, I'm sorry.
What?
Surprise, what a surprise.
Okay.
We asked for color elevations or some sort of elevations to show more clearly what we're looking at in terms of what the proposal is from the proposer.
Oh, what? The only sign that would be eliminated from the proposed whole plan here is the one large one on the flat one on the front.
Oh, okay.
And that's, I think that could be worded very simple, I would think.
Well, we already have a motion and a second, so we need to vote on it. So Commissioner Quirk,
Oh, did you have something?
I'm sorry. did you-
No, I was.
Yeah, I think we, I think we have enough, I have enough information to vote on the,
Then
suggestion you made. But I want to sort of say, however, we want good diagrams submitted to staff after. Okay, which document the decision that we're making now.
Right, they would have to revise any documents that come through our department to reflect any decision that you make here tonight.
After the fact,
We wouldn't,
it would be required for building.
right, but be after we make our decision.
Correct.
First, we have one thing to vote on here first. Anything else? I have nothing further. Roll call, please.
this is the vote to table.
Proposal- Yeah, the vote to table this.
Okay. Member Shefkey,
Aye.
member Quirk,
No,
member Gonzer. Member Cluck,
Change mine to no.
Chair Rymack,
No. I'm ready to
does
vote.
not carry.
Fail. So that means
We
we'll
vote?
vote on.
Okay, so
I won't take this person.
don't. Take it out on Deb. All right, do I have a motion to approve case 2524 exterior improvements for Dunkin' Donuts, 2353 183rd Street, as proposed, excluding the north-facing signs that state Dunkin' and Baskin. Submitted by Murad Hussein and prepared by Peter Paraskis, dated April 21st, April 21st, 2025. Do I have a second?
Who is the
Wait,
first?
no, do I have motions? Do
yes, I'll make the motion.
I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll
Discussion,
call.
discussion.
Discussion?
Sorry. So, when you said that as proposed, I look at this, the picture on 37. And the signs that are shown there are not shown in this picture.
That was the but page 37 is the existing conditions.
right? But then it's got all kinds of, you know, this will be removed and that will be removed.
It's a,
So all I'd say is, I would like the motion to include that we're saying yes to those two signs as well.
Okay.
Including
enough?
saying yes to the Baskin Robbins sign and the Dunkin' sign on the west facing side of the building, if we can add that to what I was saying before.
it doesn't need to be added,
I
it's
didn't-
included in the original submittal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the original signs are removed, so that covers every single
Right.
time.
All right, strike
Which
that.
one
Okay.
will be replaced.
I won't take that personally either.
Motion or roll call, please.
Discussion.
All right.
Information discussion.
Oh, more discussion.
No, I know. Did they all give their discussion?
When have we ever had a discussion after a motion?
Never
Never.
forecast for this.
I did,
Is that Robert's rules?
yeah.
Robert's,
Yes.
Robert's is.
All right, good.
Robert is.
I failed the Robert's rules class.
Oh, you're good other.
Two Saints and. please.
Roll call, please.
Member Shefke,
No.
member Quirk,
Hi,
member Gonzer. Member Cluck,
Yes.
Chair Rymack.
Aye.
Right.
All right, that motion has passed with the changes.
And now we go to Halsted.
Now we go to Halsted Street. And same thing for Halsted. But first, let me go and. All right, so this is case 2525, exterior improvements for Dunkin' Donuts, 17579 Halsted Street.
Can you tell me what page was?
I'm on page 38, starting at 38.
Thank you.
And then, once again, if we can see what the proposed changes are, or what you don't want.
All right, I'm gonna walk through, it's same with 183rd Street. I'm gonna walk through the, just so we're all on the same page, which signs are being removed from the elevation. So we'll start with the front of the building, the west elevation. Are you proposing to remove any signage?
No.
No. All right, on the south elevation of the building in the bottom left-hand corner, are you proposing to remove any signage?
No.
Including the small text signs as
Yeah.
well?
It says, you know, it looks pretty good. It says, what do you call it? Dunkin', homeward run on Dunkin'.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it says.
Great. On the north elevation, on the bottom right-hand corner, are you proposing to remove any signage?
Yeah, we need to remove both.
All on
I'm
the,
sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we want to remove that, you know, both.
the
Remove
applicant,
Cup,
Remove what?
Remove the cup and, you know, the building texture, you know, nobody able to read
On the
that.
north side.
Mm-hmm.
and nothing would replace it,
I'm sorry.
and you're not gonna put anything else
No.
up there to replace it. Thank you.
and just for reference for the commission, and you can refer to the drawing that the staff exhibit that's provided as well. Only the west and the south elevations front major drive aisles, the north and east elevations do not. So the two that he's keeping signage on face the main drive aisle into the shopping center in Halsted Street. The other two elevations face away, just for some reference as well. And there's no signage proposed on the east elevation.
So it's removing
North elevation.
on the south elevation, removing the cup, correct?
North.
That's the
That's
north.
the north
elevation.
elevation.
Made it.
Okay, north, removing the cup. And then on the what's the other side?
West.
West,
The north. All the signage is removed.
remove cup and all signage. And then the building textures on what side? North side? Oh, so everything on the north side, nothing else.
Is that a sign that says something's always brewing also?
I'm sorry.
It's on the north side elevation, it says something fresh is always.
I have a brewery, yeah.
That's a sign also?
Yeah. Is the wording, you know.
Oh,
Right, when
that-
we're referring to the text sign, that is what's being referred to. It's the sign that says something fresh is always brewing.
Okay.
And then there are sign details for that on page 46 of your packet. You can see details of each of these signs individually.
So then that one, we want to,
Yeah.
we want to eliminate that also. Okay,
And that's on what side?
that's on the north.
Okay, so remove all signage in the north side.
Mhm.
And that's those are the only changes?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's have a discussion about that. Commissioner Cluck, questions?
No.
And right now, there's no sign of house. It wasn't my turn, it's your turn, go ahead.
Nothing else, Commissioner Cluck?
No,
All right, Commissioner Gazu.
Currently, there's no signage on that side already,
No.
so it wouldn't be a change, it would just,
yeah.
we would not
They're
approve a
proposing
change.
it.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's the drive-through side, right?
I want you to keep the cuffs.
This is a drive-through.
I want you to keep the cuffs on. I think it's really integral. Trouble, like.
So the biggest sign.
Sorry, I was joking.
The biggest sign is.
He's just stirring the pot.
To let you know, is a digital menu board. So you can see it from an, you know,
I'm sorry, say that again. So is there gonna be a menu board there?
it's already menu board there, but
That's
the
nice.
menu board gonna be updated. So it's a digital,
Okay, so there's a menu board where
where you order the coffee or.
oh,
anything.
but that's at ground level, so it's not where the cup is.
But so right now is a regular light, now the TV is a digital menu. So now update, you know, the digital menu is coming in, so people can see it. So there's no other sign needed over there too.
Okay, so that sign, that's a digital sign, is gonna go where?
The menu board is become a digital menu.
It's a freestanding ground structure that already
Yeah.
exists in the rear of the site.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm good.
All right, Commissioner Shefkey.
There is no problem with the amount of signage that's being proposed, correct, as it exists?
Not with the sign code, no.
Thank you.
Okay, so it sounds to me then there's nothing to add or remove from the wording on here, correct?
We wanna remove that,
We need to
we
add-
approve it, both sides, then.
Remove the north sign. Okay, all right, I got confused by something down there. Removal of all signage on the north side, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So do I have a motion to approve case 2525 exterior improvements for Dunkin' Donuts, 175-79 Halsted Street, to include the removal of all signage on the north side of the building? No, let me rephrase that. Do I have a motion to approve case 2525 exterior improvements for Dunkin' Donuts, 175-79 Halsted Street? I'll get to what you're gonna, as proposed in the drawing submitted by Murad Hussein and prepared by Nick Scarlatus and Associates, dated December 20th, 2024, with the exclusion of all signage on the north side of the building. That's not good. Exclusion of. I'm just writing. Okay, do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Roll call, please.
Who's second?
Cluck.
Member Shefkey,
No.
member Quirk,
Aye.
member Gonzer, member Cluck, Chair Rymack.
Aye. This sounds cool.
Carries.
All right, congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Thanks for, you know.
Can I ask for one thing? How do you communicate this back to corporate?
As soon as I get information, I'm gonna send it, this is not allowed, they're done. They don't argue with
Okay.
the.
Again,
Yes.
I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah,
You're gonna get something from the village,
right.
then what do you do in communication with the corporate?
So well, I'm gonna send an email with attach this letter, you know, I went to review committee. Who said no, we cannot do that.
Can we make sure that staff gets a copy of that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your two stores in Homewood. Thank you for
Yeah.
improving them. We appreciate them.
We're working on
Yeah,
it to
thank you
bring
very
other stuff too, we'll see what happens.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for your patience tonight
Not
too.
Dunkin', but different food.
Thanks for your patience tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, thanks for all your help.
So his job is speaking, his job is over.
Well, we know. Remember you're on mic. Remember you're on.
Okay, so let's move on. All right, our next item. Our next item on the agenda is. Oh, wait, I'm too late. The next item on the agenda is old business. So I have something to bring up here from old business. At our last meeting, Commissioner Quirk proposed that the Appearance Commission meeting of May 21st. A compliance committee is formed in an effort to address and assist with the compliance of the Appearance Commission and other building related ordinances and codes. Commissioner Quirk said, quote, "A proposal will be submitted to the village board for adoption to create a multi-organizational task force to do a twice annual survey of the village in order to assess with compliance to the updated sign ordinance or code and other village requirements to include, but not to be restricted to landscaping plans, etc. The committee would include village employees from the building department, economic development department, police department, members drawn from the beautification committee to the appearance commission and the zoning and planning commission. The proposed committee would be," end quote. "The proposed committee would be set up in order to assist the building department in code enforcement as to whether or not these codes are actually being adhered to in compliance due to the large job entailed by the code enforcement person." At that meeting, we had a discussion and I stated, all right, well, I will bring this up with the village president and see what he said. 2 weeks later, I did meet with the village president and it just so happened that village manager Harris, that's his last name? Haney, I'm sorry, the village manager Haney was there as well. This is what I can tell you, and I will just quote the village president, "Not going to happen." End quote.
I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah. Village manager stated that that they are working to actively enforce landscaping especially. I asked one of them to attend. The village manager said he would try, but obviously he's not here. So it's can't state any more clearly than what the village president said. It's not going to happen. But there we are. So I would
But he
suggest
didn't-
if you have any questions, talk to the village president or village manager. Because I can't speak for them.
I can do that.
Very little else was stated.
I don't think they needed to. They made it very clear what they meant.
But
I did reasoning behind it. It's interesting. You don't want to hack off any virgins.
I
Yeah. I'll
want to know, talk to them. All right. What else? Oh, so last 2 weeks ago, a week ago, the village board was going to take up the sign code, but didn't. When is that gonna happen?
Just because of the schedule with, the attorney reviewing it, to review it very, very closely. It's still in process, so, the new date would be August 12th. But we'll keep you updated on when it actually is on the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no issues with it at all, it's just
Mhm.
delayed because of
Stop.
long list of
Do you,
things.
Mhm.
do you need our distinguished chairman to attend that meeting?
Be great if you
Would be great.
Yes, that would be you, yes.
It would be great if any of you can.
It'd be nice if somebody, I'm gonna try to attend.
Yeah,
That would be
I
great.
plan to.
So
I
yeah,
plan to
we'll
go to the
let you know if
last
it
one.
doesn't make
So it was
August
not
12th.
agenda.
Mhm.
because we'll be here we'll be here before that, so.
Yep.
Is there anything going on with the 175th? Nothing? Nothing with Dunkin' or the new donut shop?
I saw a guy out in front today looking at the windows. Yeah,
They are.
They
I,
are.
They got flowers in front.
they got a lot of drywall delivered last week.
I did get to stick my head in there. If you would like some pictures of the interior as it's been done recently, I'm happy to show you.
Stick my head in there myself.
Anything? Any-
They passed on the rough inspections,
Mhm.
which means they're at their halfway point.
Oh, good.
Everything's roughed in and it's all approved, so now they just gotta finish it.
And nothing happened to the Starbucks by Ollie's.
Still working to try to
And nothing happened to the gas station, the old gas station on 183rd Street next to Ecoshaw Station?
Yes,
What happened?
we
Building
have
permit?
sold that, the Sitco, we have sold that property to the applicant who you probably.
Wanted to open the restaurant?
And they're working on permits right now.
I see the Windy City building's been painted and has new windows and looks great.
I haven't even noticed. I
White.
It's white. It look, I think it looks terrific with the new
Oh,
windows.
yeah.
Yeah,
haven't
saw
noticed
that.
it.
yeah, big difference.
Have to look at it.
Anything with Walmart? Zero.
So, a while back, we approved that building in, on 175th. Where they were gonna take over the building and then add to it and. Do like a manufacturing facility to the west of it. Is there anything going on? I've gone back several times and nothing.
Nothing going on.
Okay.
They still own it though.
We still own it, they're working on financing, but
Oh.
we still have a contract with them. It's still moving forward, just not very quickly.
Did anyone see, I just noticed today, there was a turkey hot dog place.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay,
gobble
have
dogs.
you, have you had it?
She actually brought turkey hot dogs to the office for us to try.
Where's that?
Preston Skate Shop.
Um, I'm sure you guys, maybe you're not aware that at the casino parking garage, they have a huge temporary banner that says.
Yes,
casino
that was-
parking.
Several stories.
Is that allowable?
It's allowable for a certain amount of time, and they probably exceeded their permit.
Mhm, they have.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure they've exceeded their permit for it. I do think it helps them clarify for traffic.
Right.
It was probably a request from the
Hmm.
businesses surrounding, but
Went
yeah,
through a special committee.
they probably.
All right, is there any new business?
I do want to provide really very quickly, just a couple updates. I've had a couple conversations with Chair Rymack. With some questions about the appearance plan process, specifically related to the appearance plan steering committee. Which you may have read about in the whether on the website or in another public place. And I wanted to just very quickly introduce the commission to that steering committee. And what we're doing with the appearance plan. So the appearance plan steering committee is a group of residents that we drew from mostly from our past graduates of our Citizens Academy who have a pretty good understanding of how the village kind of works and can very readily jump into roles such as this to help us with reviewing at a resident level the recommendations we put forward with the appearance plan. So this is a way to get some extra structured input from residents throughout the process of writing that plan, which is a good practice for a lot of plan writing. We've been starting some events with them. We did a workshop with them in May, early May. And then we also did most recently a walking tour with them around the downtown with the steering committee and a handful of other members of the public on July 2, which was really great. It was a really great opportunity to teach a little bit about the history of downtown Homewood while also getting some feedback on design from other residents as well. I did want to note that the steering committee does not in any way usurp the appearance commission. The appearance commission has the final authority to make decisions on that plan. But the steering committee is just an additional public resource that lets us engage with residents, get again, kind of real-time feedback in addition to things that we'll bring forward to you as well. So the goal is to, again, get a broad swath of public feedback that's informing this plan along the way as well. So just wanted to provide an introduction since I realize it's been made public on our website and in other places, and that may be a new body to most of you.
Thank you.
Question?
Sure.
So the chair just read the idea about having a biannual review of the appearance in the village, and the village president said, no way. How does that run with the appearance committee? Not this appearance, the appearance steering.
It doesn't,
Those are two separate things.
It's focused on what we often do when we're writing code or new plans is get different focus groups or different
So let me give you an example.
what's
Are they gonna say, you know, we want merchants along 100, along Halsted Street. They have X amount of landscaping per square linear foot.
What we're doing with the steering committee is they're giving us input that you're going to review.
Mhm.
So it's just one more form of public input
Thank you.
Right.
on a less formal basis.
Yeah, it's an informal group that we create from time to time. We've done it with our downtown parking. We've done it with other groups, stakeholder groups, basically is what it would be. So again, they're not actively making decisions on the final plan or any of the material within it, but are providing feedback and getting to kind of have a little bit more of a hands-on experience with it. These residents who are very interested in design and community, appearance. So.
And this will inform your decisions on the plan, not on, specific items, but just on the overall appearance plan.
Yep.
Give us more feedback, like this is what residents like, this is what.
While I was unable to attend that, thank you for asking me. How many people showed up to that?
12 to, probably in total, but we had,
15.
yeah,
That's
15.
pretty good for public
And
turnout.
yeah, it was members, when we approached them, we only approached members of the Citizens Civics Academy because that group is already informed about the way the village works. And so we asked for volunteers from them and got a good response.
It's fantastic.
Yep. So we have 10, so there's 10 members of that steering committee. We had most of them turn out for this event, in addition to several members of the public who were interested in it as well.
Yeah, we opened it up to the entire
Yep.
public.
We sent,
Sometimes apathy runs them up, but not there. That was good.
Yeah,
No.
they-
it was very successful.
Outstanding. All right, any other new business?
I just wanted to also just update that on the appearance plan as well, very quickly, just letting you know that we're working on, we're starting to write that. We're currently working on some existing conditions reports to kind of show what we already have in Homewood in more of a quantifiable way. That bears an introduction to our
I was gonna
intern.
say that was.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. This is our intern, Joshua, who has been a remarkable help to our department already. And he has had an outsized role in helping us collect data for said appearance plan. In helping us kind of document buildings that we have already, understanding what we already have in Homewood, what kind of makes Homewood what it is. And documenting all sorts of different things about all the properties in downtown, eventually Southgate, Halsted Street. And again, he's been immeasurably helpful. So please, if you get a chance, thank him for his contributions.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. Welcome and thank you very much, Jeff.
Where are you in school? Where are you in school?
Olivet.
Olivet?
Yeah,
And what are you studying,
Cool.
sir?
political science.
Thank you.
Oh, you had a good meeting to
Hey, keep him
attend,
in
didn't
mind,
you? All right, is there anything else?
Make a motion for.
Do I have a
adjournment.
motion to
Make a
adjourn
motion For adjournment.
at 7:25? Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Hey.
All opposed? All right, we are adjourned.
Thank
Thank you, people.
Cocktail time.
I was over too, but I